Class, welcome to Marketing 250. This is Brother Luke. I am excited to start a new course, and I'm happy to have you in this course. It is a joy to go through these 14 weeks with students each semester. I've been teaching this course since 2015. I've seen a lot of businesses launched in that time, and just really enjoy the process of helping students through that journey of coming up with an idea, launching a business, marketing the business, and trying to drive traffic to an online site. So we're at the beginning of what I hope will be a very fulfilling process for you. These are weekly screencasts that I put out. Typically, this first screencast is a little bit longer. I try and keep them to a reasonable length. I'll get feedback each semester that the screencasts are either too long and are difficult to watch every week. Other students feel that there's not enough content covered in there. So I'm trying to strike a middle ground with these and get enough content to you in an efficient way. So I will do my best to do that each week, but I do include very important instructions in most of these videos, tidbits, insights that you wouldn't otherwise get. So I do encourage you to watch them every week. I will try and post them on the weekend before the start of the following week. So we will go over week 1 and information contained in the syllabus, and just some helpful pointers on this week, things to look at. Please note this quiz, course disclaimers and warnings, that must be taken before you can finish and gain access to everything else in week 1. So please make sure you follow that course disclaimers. Just some important points about the course, online learning in general. I won't go through that. The quiz is self-explanatory, but you do need to go through that. And then if you are new to iLearn, the orientation to online learning is very, very helpful. So there's a course introduction, and that's just providing, again, general. We're talking very broad, general overview. I won't go into that in detail. I am about to jump into the syllabus, but I encourage you to take a chance and just look through the course introduction. It gives you an idea of what to expect. Your first assignment will be an icebreaker discussion board. We'll get into that as well in this video. This video, Ready, Fire, Aim, is a great introduction to explain why Marketing 250 is a little bit different than other courses. And then you'll have a quiz on your syllabus and project descriptions. I'm about to go through those in detail. And then an activity, the scavenger hunt activity, helps you get to know the course a little bit better in hopefully a more fun and interactive way. So what I want to jump into before we get into details on the icebreaker discussion board is the syllabus. I have this loaded. If you need a link to it, it will be available in that quiz right here, the syllabus, quiz, and project descriptions. There's a link to the syllabus and the project descriptions there. I will not read the syllabus to you because you have access to it, and that would not be very fun to listen to, but I will walk through some high points on this. I do encourage you to take time to read through the whole syllabus. There are very important points in each section, so I will just hit some high-level points here, but please do take time to read it. Required materials. There is no textbook for the course. Please remember that. I think there is listed for the course an optional textbook. I encourage you not to purchase that. There's no textbook for the course. There's a lot of content built into the course throughout it, a lot of online content, but there's no textbook. Now, the funds that you save from purchasing that textbook will be applied to hosting. So you'll purchase a website and domain name, as well as a Google Ads campaign. So you'll spend about $100 on those. Please keep that in mind. Just because there's no textbook, it doesn't mean that you won't spend about the same amount of money you would spend anyway on a textbook. It will just be spent differently. The course structure, this will give you an idea of the topics we will hit each week. So there's choosing a business, and then essentially launching your website, and understanding the legal structure of your business, and then we spend a lot of time on marketing. So ads, Google ads, search engine optimization, and things like that. If you're looking through these topics and any one of them looks a little overwhelming to you because you have no experience in it, that's completely fine. This course is meant to take you from a basic, a little to no knowledge in any of these topics and get you to a functioning business owner. So if you're looking at these and you think you're stronger in some areas and weaker in others, that's fine. If you look at these and you think, I don't have any idea how to do any of those, then that's fine. This is not meant to be, say, an advanced course for legal structure where you already have basic knowledge. It's designed to take you from sort of 0 to 60 in any of these categories. Due date patterns, you'll get into this rhythm pretty quickly, but you'll notice earlier in the week I'll have my announcement out. You'll do a what we call a prepare activity. That's your first assignment, and then you'll need to do your first post on the first discussion board. By the middle of the week, you'll need to respond to your classmates on that first discussion board. You'll do a second assignment. When it says prepare activity, it means basically an assignment. And then you'll post on the second discussion board, do your initial post. And then at the end of the week, you'll respond to classmates and submit a weekly reflection. So you'll fall into this pattern pretty quickly. And then filtered throughout that are projects. I'll let you look through. We'll cover the project descriptions briefly later on, so I won't go through this. Grading policies and point distribution, I'll let you look through that. Please note discussion boards are fairly heavily weighted. Projects and assignments are more heavily weighted, but there's still quite a bit of points available on discussion boards. We'll talk through discussion boards as well soon. Note this point on late work. You have 1 week to turn in late work. So it's the minute after they're due, there's a markdown by 20%, and that 20% lasts throughout the whole week. After 1 week, there is no late work accepted unless there is a medical emergency or a family tragedy. Please reach out if that's the case. So participation. Please know when this generally applies to discussion board posts. There's a lot of discussion boards in the class. There's a lot of content to get through on a discussion board. To get credit for that, your posts on a discussion board must be significant. That means that it's at least 75 words or so. They're substantial. There's not fluff in there, and that you're contributing something valuable to the discussion. Really, if you take time and be considerate of other people's answers, then you'll receive credit for that. But please note, posts must be significant. And then down here you'll have a course summary, so you can go through in detail if you're interested in what's upcoming as far as assignments. You'll be able to look at assignment details. So that is the syllabus. Please reach out if there is any other content you'd like to review or you need me to go over in more detail. I'm happy to do so. Project descriptions. So please take time to read through this in detail. I will hit a couple in particular. Project 1 and Project 2 are your major projects in this course. They are more time consuming, particularly Project 1. So as soon as this comes out, we'll have a sort of introductory topic on this in week 2, and then we'll be doing week 4. So you'll have 3 weeks to work on this. Please take your time and start early on Project 1. It is time intensive. And then Project 2 is pretty much the same because you're actually building your website. So you want to start on those early. I encourage you to start on any project early, but in particular those two. Projects 3 through 6 are not quite as time intensive. They deal a lot with Google Ads and our advertising. So Google Ads account, you'll actually launch a real Google Ads campaign. You'll go through, you'll optimize that campaign and improve it. And then project 5 to optimize your website is just to see how well you've done establishing your website, having really things that impact search engine optimization and how easy it is to find you online. And then you'll have a final presentation, which is not meant to be very time intensive. So that is our projects as a general overview, but I do like to emphasize that projects 1 and 2 are a little bit more time intensive, and it's important to start on those early. So going back to week 1, I'm now back in our modules section in the week 1 area. That your discussion board, your icebreaker discussion board, that will require you to post a little bit of information about yourself. Pictures are encouraged. Please ensure that it follows the dress and grooming standards. But if you'd like, we'd love you to post pictures and tell us a little bit about yourself, hobbies, what your family life is like, other interests. We'd love to get to know you. You'll be working closely in these discussion boards with other students for the entire course of the semester, and we'd love to get to know you a little bit. Then you'll need to reply to several of your classmates' posts. So take time to go through and comment on others and get to know them. So your initial response is about 100 to 150 words. Your initial post is 100 to 150 words. Your responses to classmates should be about 50 to 75 words. I won't go into too much detail on this video, but notice the title, Ready, Fire, Aim. We are going to move, online businesses move faster than what you're necessarily prepared to move with. And that's, instead of having in a physical brick and mortar store where you have a grand opening and everything's polished and ready to go, you don't have that in online businesses. Instead, you launch early on and you polish as you go along based on feedback from patterns from visitors and insights you gain from Google Analytics and things like that. And so it's important to understand that concept, that will probably move a little faster in launching and marketing your website than you're comfortable, and that's okay, because you don't do the real grand opening online because there's no one to come visit your website. You're not going to land on the top of Google searches unless you've been at it for a little bit. So that helps you with that concept, but the video is excellent in getting you ready for the course. So again, you'll have your syllabus and project descriptions quiz, some of the information we just went over. You'll need to read in more detail than what I covered to be able to complete the quiz. And then you'll have your scavenger hunt activity walking you through the basics of the course. So that is week 1. Please reach out if there's anything further I can provide, any further information, any questions you have. Again, I'm excited for this semester. Summer semester, I should say spring semester, is usually a fantastic time to get online and get out there, and especially in the environment we're in, a lot of people are spending a lot of time online and will be looking for the products that you will eventually be able to launch this semester. So thank you for taking the course, and I look forward to getting to know you better.